Fantastic.
All right. Welcome to Saturdays Are for the Boys. I'm joined with the boys. My name's Noah Cole. And to my left, we have
Jack Brewer.
And to his left,
Hunter Harwood.
And to his left,
Dakota Barton. What's up?
And this is Saturdays Are for the Boys. And this Saturday, and it's for the boys.
That's epic.
So stupid.
No, dude, we're fine.
It was weird.
So, first of all, gonna introduce the boys a little bit. So this is 4 out of the 7 of us. Cyrell just left. He's hopefully gonna come back later on.
So I got sideswiped apparently.
Yeah.
Kind of like a hit and run, but the
And Blake and Sam are,
Probably also
Blake
went
and
up.
Sam.
Being troublemakers.
So
we missed them.
what is the boys?
The 7
It's
of
a
us.
brotherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a cult at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys,
Still
like,
figure
you
out
guys
who-
like family to me or whatever, you know, not saying
Still haven't
hey.
figured out who the cult leader is, though.
At this point,
Or we more like a
I
brotherhood
think it's
kind of cult.
cult leadership here for a little bit.
Okay, then. I mean, if that's how it's going to be. I
mean,
thought I was going to get like...
We've seen how you've handled authority.
You can be like VP of the cult.
VP.
You handle authority very poorly.
What do you mean? I'm such a great ruler. I'm so good.
You should see him on the Minecraft server.
Yeah.
Listen, it was only natural that I take the lead because I was growing all the food.
Because you don't have anything to do during the day and you stay at home and grind Minecraft
Yeah.
overall at school.
Or so mad.
Well, listen up, kid. Okay.
And I'm not usually there to do anything because, I
Dakota
keep
crashes
crashing
the server
For
every
the
time it comes
record,
on.
I haven't been on the server in a few days.
Neither have any of us.
Checkmate.
Yeah, neither of the rest of us. But
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's because I'm not on it. You know, you can't join when I'm not on
I
it.
didn't want to play with you.
So
What did you
anyways,
just do? You just
What's-
fell a little bit?
No.
Dribbled?
we're going to say a little bit about ourselves.
I think it's
Yeah,
better
we
to
do.
introduce, like, yeah. A little bit about yourself.
Dakota,
Maybe
where
a
you
little bit
from?
of background on yourself.
All right,
Where you
so I was born in Brevard. I like riding dirt bikes. I love
yeah.
dogs and wolves. And shut up.
He's a 3rd grade girl.
I want to do a little something with forging, welding, mechanics, and also I can't say barrel up barbecue. I forgot the rest of the name of the
Bacon
Bacon
cheddar
cheddar
burger.
burger.
I wish you could say it.
We'll get into that at some point.
Yeah, it's a great
that's
story.
That's a funny story. Hunter,
Wait,
Just where you're from, not the rest of that stuff.
you can add a little bit of that stuff.
like
It's
sprinkle
You
interesting.
gotta add a little bit about yourself.
yeah.
We have to make fun of you for something.
Yeah, I'm early graduate for our high school class of 2020. Tell
It's
you
a
what.
It's a flex.
Yeah, tell you what. Going off to, hopefully, if I get accepted, head off to NC State to pursue a degree in microbiology. So that's pretty epic.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Want me to go next?
Where are you from
shoes on the
originally?
table.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Originally, I was born in Wilmington, and I lived on the East Coast near the Outer Banks for like 13 years of my life. Then I moved up here. And now I hate Eastern North Carolina. I haven't been there since.
Good stuff.
Can't blame you.
Yeah.
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Good old home of the Braves.
Woo!
I lived there until I was like 4,
Chop Nation.
and then I moved up here. Obviously, at 4, I had my 5th birthday here. It was a SpongeBob birthday party. The
Hell yeah.
sickest thing in the world.
Yeah, I love sweat.
I think I have a picture from that birthday party
I met
of you and
good old Blake Sizemore in preschool here, and we've been annoying the shit out of each other ever since. I like architecture, and I'm going to UNCC.
Sweet.
No?
I'm Noah Cole. I was born in Rome, Georgia.
Woo!
Lived in home of the Rome Braves, the double A affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. the minor league team. I lived in Cedartown, Georgia, which was a hellhole most of my life till I was 13, and then I moved up here. I turned 14 when I moved up. No, I just turned 14. Came up here to Brevard, North Carolina, about after Thanksgiving that year. finished out my 8th grade year, and I met Blake in my 8th grade year, and that was the first of the boys. And I met everybody then, but I didn't really know everybody then. That was the first interaction I had with one of the boys, the future boys, was with Blake. But we weren't like, it wasn't like the boys yet.
I just craved your attention, but other than that,
I mean, we were in Miss Howell's class together.
Yeah. I just meant like, yeah, it was like the very like Blake was one of like he was like a kind of an acquaintance, a good acquaintance at that point.
Yeah,
I met you
Like a
through.
friend, but
The only reason I met you is through Glinda.
Gorilla,
I'm sorry.
Glenda, right?
Yeah, Glinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sick.
I really only got acquainted with Noah last year, junior year. We had Spanish together. It was pretty fun.
yeah, let's talk about the formation of the boys
Oh yeah,
a little bit. So I think
Wow.
it started with it's like two friend groups, like two like basically pair of brothers almost,
Yeah.
and then mixed with the rest of us, it kind of stick them together.
So like, Blake and I met in preschool, and we were best friends throughout all of elementary school and throughout pretty much our lives. We don't see each other as much as we used to, but we're still buddies. But in 6th grade, I met Dakota. I met Sam, and I met Dakota. He was in my 6th grade class, and then Sam was in gym with us. I met Sam through Dakota. Dakota used to look like Eminem back then, but
Really?
I didn't really like fully get to know them until, was it 8th grade when we started going to like football games?
8th grade? No.
Was it 9th grade? 9th
Yeah.
grade, we started going to football games, and I caught we were all walking around, and I caught Dakota and Sam chilling, and they're like, what's up, man? So we started going to football games together. Every once in a while, Blake would show up. Like one time in 8th grade, he dyed his hair purple and was sweating purple at the football game.
That.
It was hilarious, but
I met purple hair Blake. That's
and then you met Blake.
I met Blake again, basically. I met him again in my 9th grade year.
How'd you probably meet Blake?
Yeah, in choir.
Give us a story.
Is
there a story?
Yeah, so second semester of my 9th grade year, I had choir with Blake, and we were both the freshmen in the group, and we knew each other already, and so we kind of hit it off, and we're pretty good friends.
cool.
There's like he tried to hit on me the first time.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you and Sam.
Me and Sam, we've gone back in 1st grade. We had a dude named Mr. Huggs as our teacher. We talked a good bit and we were friends, but we didn't become best friends until like we were outside and we had ice cream because of something. Our
Romantic
teacher,
date.
it was something we did. The teachers all got us ice cream, and I don't know if you know Michael Buchanan.
Yes.
He pushed me down, and Sam jumped on his back to protect me and all that. And that's when me and him became good
Michael
friends.
choked out Lance on a bus in 5th grade.
But
Lance is a pretty big dude, so for like,
yeah.
Well, did you see Michael?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that kind of, but they probably wouldn't. So
It was like
yeah,
a bus safety drill on like how to jump out the back of the bus in case it like
just
crashed.
kills a kid.
And he got mad at Lance somehow. And normally it's like one kid on the bus at a time. You stood in line, and I guess Lance said some shit, and Michael was like, "That's the last one, man! Like we're going in."
Dude, maybe he cut in
starts
line.
choking out Lance. Maybe he did cut in line.
Dude, if he cut in line, that pushed
that pissed me off.
Yeah,
that
dude.
pissed me off.
But then, like Jack said, I met him in 6th grade, and
Yep.
then everybody else I probably met through the football games.
We
'cause
kind of met Hunter in 8th grade at the end because he moved. You moved toward the end of 8th grade, right?
No, I moved toward the end of 7th grade, like maybe a
Yeah, he was
month
here
before
before,
summer
yeah.
let out.
Yeah.
I did meet Noah and Hunter, but I didn't really talk that much with Hunter. I talked a little bit with Noah here and there.
Yeah, I remember.
We hung out
I remember
in
Hunting
this-
being in the gym class.
We were friends with the same friend group, but not
Just not
friends.
like
I just-
totally
not
with each other.
personally
Bro, I
friends,
didn't
yeah.
really ever really see you that much.
Yeah, well, we just knew the same people
Yeah.
in 8th grade, and like basically my friend group in 8th grade, because I just moved, was just like whoever was nicest to me the first. So like,
Yeah.
that group was the nicest originally, and so like those are my and like those people today, like I don't nearly hang out with like barely at all.
Yeah.
I
Or
don't,
I
really
don't even
think
talk
I had
to
a
you
friend
nearly at all.
group in like 8th grade because I think I was like still settling in.
Yeah.
I just moved there at like the tail end of 7th grade. I never really think I settled in until probably 9th.
You and me technically met in Dr. Hammond's class at the end.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
No, it was Miss
yeah.
Howells.
Well, maybe so. Maybe
Yeah,
that was
I
the-
met you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I remember having you and Miss Howells.
So yeah, we met a little bit and hung out a little bit, or talked a little bit really. But it was you and me were mainly like acquaintances through the same friend group at
Yeah.
the same time, and then started 9th grade year. I had choir with Blake and gym with Cyrell, and that's kind of how I met him and brought him into the group a little
I
bit.
met
Started to
Cyrell.
kind of get the foundations going a little bit.
Yeah, I met Cyrell through Sam and Jack because Sam and Cyrell, they all three used to be really close,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just hang out with them, and that's how me and Cyrell became really good friends.
Yeah, Cyrell was one of the homies at PFE. I totally forgot about Cyrell for a little bit.
It's okay.
Of course, I met him in preschool too, probably, but he was chilling with me and Blake for a while. And it used to be Christian Alvarado too. We'd go outside and we'd play Ghostbusters and shit. We were Transformers and everything. It was amazing, dude.
That's all.
We used to play Star Wars: The Clone Wars came out whenever we were little. Remember?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
and,
oh my god.
At my elementary school, we used to play. We would be clone troopers on the playground and stuff.
I always wanted to be the Transformer that was like the convertible.
I don't know why that reminded me of that, but when I was in elementary
Oh,
school,
God.
I remember
Oh, no.
we were outside, and everybody in my grade just got into a massive like fight. It wasn't like nothing like beating the hell out of
This
each
was
other,
it.
but
Brevard
My-
Elementary. PFE was the tame, quiet, nice school, and then Brevard Elementary was for
So,
the savages.
Who is from which school? Out of the boys who were from here originally, elementary school wise?
me and Sam
Yeah,
were from Brevard Elementary.
Cyrell, Blake, and I
Cyrell.
at PFE.
And you and me were in different areas.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So about the whole playground war thing, in my elementary school, I went to a private Christian school whenever I was from like kindergarten to 2nd grade. and it was good for me, but it was weird too. It was a very weird place. They're doing the
These
what is it
Hail
called?
Marys?
No,
Can't
Hail Marys
remember.
is the prayer.
Oh,
They're doing those
fucking
Catholic
remember.
cross things.
Shoulder,
Yeah.
chest, forehead,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you call that.
Dakota's about to bust his skull.
Dakota's pretty much cracking an egg on his forehead with his fist.
It'll just crack my knuckles.
Yeah.
Dude, see the mic can pick
If
that
you
up.
listen real carefully, you can hear like the echoes inside his head.
So,
Anyway.
I thought my
Private
knuckles would
Christian
hurt
school.
my head, but
we
my
had a boys versus girls war at my elementary school playground.
Epic.
Yeah. And there was
Start of the movement.
there was this girl in my like kindergarten class who was like massive for her age. I don't know. She was like a troll. She was like a giant, not like big, but just tall.
Yeah.
like very tall. And like she was like slinging kids like
Oh,
by
shit.
the scruff of their shirt and stuff, throwing them around.
Awesome.
And the second event we had like that was it was 2008,
Fantastic.
2007. So we would have been 5 kindergarten year. Obama was running against Mitt Romney,
Oh yeah.
and or maybe it was John McCain the first time. I forget.
It
But one
was
of those
John
two.
McCain the first.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
McCain and
They
Obama.
battled Romney in like 5th grade.
So
Battle of the centuries.
I remember because
So
my Mormon
the
friend
kids at the
voted for
school brought signs or like made signs and like on the playground like we're like marching around in these big globs and like circling the playground like an amoeba that was like moving around the playground. Like, Obama, McCain, Obama, and very quickly it evolved into like an actual battle with like people slinging stuff at each other and like throwing like clumps of mulch across the playground.
Damn.
That's so awesome.
We had a thing in first grade. We were like, "Who do you want to be president, Obama or McCain?"
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit.
too.
Yeah. Also in first grade, did you guys ever have reading buddies?
Oh, yeah.
I had 2 reading buddies.
One was Obama and one was McCain.
Oh yeah.
The homies.
But, they were like, they had the book and they're like, "You know what, fuck this, let's just talk." And
As you do.
That's the story.
Yeah. I feel that.
At the
well,
go ahead. Sorry.
one of them was like, so I forgot what he called it, but he's like, so the other night I rolled up a fat one, and I saw my teacher just look at me. I'm like,
5th grade?
first grade.
Wow.
First grade.
Your reading buddies?
Reading
buddies would
reading
be-
buddies. I forget what grade they were in.
Were they from high school?
I think so.
Our reading buddies were in 5th grade. We were 5th grade. We went down to like the kindergarten, 1st grade students.
I don't remember. I would have to ask Sam, but I don't remember.
Wow, that's crazy.
Imagine a
Oh my
5th
God.
grader just say I was rolling up a fat one. Jesus Christ.
Talking about his taco that he just made.
Hey,
Just-
Wait a minute, I got a story. So,
How many stories do you have?
a lot. You can ask Sam about this one for sure. We were
He's
we
never
were
gonna be here.
4th
Yeah.
grade, and we had a teacher named Miss Cuniff,
Uh-huh.
and she had the weirdest nickname for me. So since
Tag
my
it.
name's Dakota, I'm not.
Got him.
Better
God.
than bacon cheddar burger.
But my parents call me D sometimes
Mhm.
just for short. Well, she took it a bit farther because she apparently really liked me.
Big
also.
D.
Yeah, that's it. Big D.
Double D.
that was a huge confidence booster. As I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, going up.
Why date you?
I'm a big guy.
She also had.
You're kind of right. I'm a big guy.
Little Dakota just like, you're totally right, man. I'm gonna grow up, dude. I'm such a grown up.
But
Dude,
she
I got
also told us stories like we would just be reading stories, and then one time she would just go off on these rants. Like one time she was telling us that she was with her friends, and they did the little what's it called when you ride behind the boat and on the skis.
Yeah, I know.
Parasailing.
Water skiing.
Yeah, water skiing.
Yeah,
Water skiing.
Duh.
Yeah.
And well,
You're skating on water.
she said she let go, and when she said she let go, and then looked over in her bra.
Why would she tell you this?
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
What kind of exactly? That's why Brevard Elementary is for savages.
And she also told us that she believed in Santa Claus, like actually believed in Santa Claus.
Who doesn't believe in Santa Claus?
yeah, what are you?
You don't believe in Santa Claus?
Get out.
I think
Get
I
out.
need to go take a piss real quick.
Dude, get out. Stay in there. Lock the door.
He's actually leaving. Hunter, how'd you meet everybody? We were talking
Whoa,
about that at some point.
we got to get there first because I don't think we're there yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we?
We're in 9th grade right now.
9th grade? Yeah.
So Hunter hasn't come along yet. He comes
I met
along.
Hunter in 9th grade. Hunter and I had Sanders and Geist together.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a little
Hunter
loose in the head.
Hunter kept shitting on me for like somehow we talked about something about religion in Sanders' class, and Hunter overheard me say that I don't believe in that kind of stuff, and Hunter just shat on me the entire rest of the semester. Like, what the fuck, dude? God's gonna like smite you while I'm putting up my block wall. I'm like, shut up!
Don't say things
That
like
did
that.
happen.
I don't remember that. You know, I'm gonna.
That was fucking funny.
Maybe I just
It was
repressed
it was really annoying at the time, but it was funny as shit.
Maybe I just repressed it, but I don't remember any of this.
Hunter officially got his boys' inauguration sophomore year.
Yeah.
Because it was the 6 of us. And as Jack
Was it
and
sophomore
Sam and Dakota. Yeah, it was.
It was totally last year.
It was sophomore year
junior
because
year.
I had
You're lying.
Spanish 1 with him.
You're a fucking liar. Because I was in Miss Williams'
It was
class.
junior year,
Yeah, that's what I
right.
thought.
Yeah, it was
He's
junior
my
year. Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
asshole.
I can't say that.
Anyways,
As of second semester freshman year, I am no longer a God warrior.
all right.
To that.
Yes, sir.
So Jack and Sam and Dakota started going to football games. Jack was friends with Blake. Sam was friends with Cyril. I was friends with Cyril. I was friends with Blake. So by that reasoning, I was therefore basically introduced
Super
through both ways into
Yeah, like-
both Jack
like-
and Sam, pretty much.
Second semester of
'Cause we had
sophomore
lunch
year,
together.
we had lunch together, and then like all of junior year, we had lunch together.
And we hit it off really well.
The
Yeah,
fucking
so
homies, dude.
I got to know Jack really well then, and also Sam really well then. So
It was weird, like sharing that table for a while, because like there was another group of people I used to hang out with that consisted of like James and Josie and them, and that was more like an on and off like hanging out thing. And sometimes I like to think they just used me because I have a car, but I don't know. We kind of dropped off, and they stopped sitting at our table, so that kind of became our table.
there was also more because like another group of friends, Aram would sit over there.
Oh yeah,
And so that group was
Aram
so there's
sat,
a
like-
lot of people.
Aram sat past Dakota, and Dakota always sat on the end like
Yeah.
a freak.
And we have to sometimes we have to make Dakota sit with us so he doesn't look lonely. We're like, Dakota, come for so
Why
that
is
you look
Dakota still in
lonely.
the bathroom?
Why is it so much
Jumping a fire mid state.
God.
So like there was a lot of people over there. And so like but we kind of were all sitting in the middle a little
Yeah,
bit
we
and
were.
hanging
I was
out
kind of
and
like on the end, and then sometimes Blake was next to
it was
me on
Jack,
my left.
Blake, me.
I always had the corner of that table, and then Noah was like kind of in front of me, like,
Oh yeah.
and then Cyril was also kind of in front of me. Hunter was like circling around, like to my right, standing up,
I
kind of like,
don't think he had
pacing
lunch
back
with
and
us,
forth
though,
a
did
little bit. Sometimes he did.
When was this?
It was
It's
probably
probably
junior year at some point.
Sophomore year?
Junior year.
Oh yeah, I
Junior
was there,
year
but I
probably
was,
at some
I was
point.
a nuisance.
Hunter just like would hop in randomly in the conversation and like say some shit, and we'd all laugh, and then like
Yeah.
he'd kind of like stumble like 3 feet away for like a second, but like still be close enough to be part of us.
laughed at me. They laughed at me. I gotta go.
and then Hunter, or I'm sorry, Dakota would be on the brick wall, like halfway between the trash can and the table with
Closest
his
to the other group.
his earbuds in,
Yeah.
cross-legged,
Jamming.
staring,
We have to-
wide-eyed.
Dakota has no problem being by himself. So as his friends, we have to make sure that we like keep him with us, or because he doesn't mind like just being by himself. So
As long as I got the music.
we have to bring him with, like we have to make him stand with us. So it doesn't look lonely or anything. So
Sometimes I still catch Dakota, like if we're like when we went to lunch in Hendersonville, I caught Dakota's stupid ass pulling out his headphones.
yeah, we had to stop him from listening to music on the wall back.
It's not like music has helped me through some stuff, and I've always grown up listening to music. Like I would go home, my mom would have the door open, and we got speakers just blaring music. I've grown up listening to music. I could talk to somebody with my
We all
earbuds
did
in. And
Yeah.
still,
Who did it?
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine needing help with things. Oh my god, I'm gonna get shat on.
So
Sorry.
So Hunter was like, so we were all kind of hanging out as like a fringe kind of group, and as things got like, as we had more classes together and stuff, we would get, because I know I had Jack and Archer in my English
Honestly.
class sophomore year.
Yeah.
honestly,
really
I
funny.
feel like what really brought the boys together was probably D&D. Because that's the first time, like, me, you...
We were the boys before that.
Yeah.
Well,
We got Hunter in the group whenever our football team went to state, or went to the championship, or
Yeah.
went to playoffs
They went
in
to playoffs.
our junior year.
They were getting like they were 5 rounds into playoffs.
They're in the top 4.
They went
teams.
5 rounds in
Yeah, they were the top 4 teams in the
in the
state.
state.
So we were sending them off.
Fucking right.
Excuse me. We were sending them off, and we went. The boys all went out there, but there was like a bunch of people who were coming with us who were also our friends.
Yeah.
Like good acquaintances or friends that were coming with us and hanging out with us.
And Hunter was there, obviously.
And so we did like we made like an honorary boys thing. And Hunter had Spanish with me, our first semester of Spanish, and so we had really hit it off in there, and we got to be really good friends. And so finally,
We decided we needed a meme god in the group since none of us really had like that aspect, but Hunter had that aspect, and we all really liked Hunter.
yeah,
So for some reason, I asked all of you guys, and then I asked Fritz for no reason at all if we should induct Hunter into the boys, and everyone
It
said
was
yes,
unanimous
and we
vote.
voted on it, and then we like knighted him with something.
I was
It was probably just a hand.
yeah.
I was an
and-
honorary boy then. It was probably a month later that I got like officially inducted.
I think
No.
I think we officially inducted you that day.
No,
yeah.
you didn't. It was a different one
No.
because I remember like the in between period of being honorary and being like official, where I had to, where like I was like, what can I do to accelerate my progress
I do remember
to
that,
become
yeah.
official?
Yeah.
And it was like, go get me,
Yeah,
go get me breakfast. And I was like, yes, sir.
You didn't have to do any of that.
I did.
No. We just kept hitting it off in Spanish, and eventually you were just like, let's make him a real boy or whatever.
Yeah.
So there was some other honorary boys at the time who honestly, at time it went on, they did not deserve the right.
Like
but,
James was an honorary
yeah,
boy.
Fritz is one.
Couldn't handle the comedy, so whatever.
Fritz is one.
Fritz is
John Moore was one. At
Is
one point.
Fritz still one technically?
I don't think we never
I
took
don't
it
think
away.
we have. I don't think we have
We never took it
honorary
away.
boys at
So
this point.
it doesn't matter anymore. But he
Yeah.
is technically still one.
Fritz is just like such a.
Fritz is the
nice
homie.
dude.
He's like a
He's
stand-in.
so- yeah.
Fritz is the
But
homie.
I love Fritz. Fritz still has one.
Who doesn't?
Whenever we have
Everybody
someone
gets
absent,
one
bro,
for
you
Fritz.
should just put Fritz
Fritz
here.
the other day, there were some weird kids at the other table. Obviously, you weren't here for that, but Fritz was like, look over there at all the anime kids.
I was there for that.
You were.
Yeah, I
for
was
that.
there for that because I remember everyone just dying.
God, we cracked up, dude. I almost shat my pants. And then this guy comes walking around the brick wall, stands behind us,
Oh yeah.
Just
I
stands
remember
there.
that.
We were just sitting there, just like completely
stands there
silent.
wide-eyed, not
Why?
making a sound. And
I
we
had
were
no
like,
idea.
we were looking up at him, and we were like,
On the
Why?
days of lunch,
Dude,
on the
what
days
did
of
he
lunch,
do?
where like Sam
You were
wasn't
there. I
Yeah,
think
you were there.
What did he do?
he didn't do anything. He just
like,
walked around.
standing
We,
like
we
this.
were making fun of the anime kids the other side of the other side of the
I
table.
remember that.
And he just walks up around the brick wall, puts his hands behind his back like he's being handcuffed, legs like perfectly together, wide-eyed, just stood there for like 30 seconds.
Why? I remember that.
Complete silence.
Dude, on the days of lunch where Sam wasn't there, and it was like just me because Aaron just disappeared, I was just sitting there watching Clone Wars on my phone one day, and this kid just walks around.
I don't know what the
I'm just sitting there with my-
issue was, but we were like, they're scouting. They're scouting, dude. They know what's up.
Freshman year when we had like the hour lunches, all that.
Yeah,
dude, that was
One time-
absolute mayhem.
One time during the hour lunches, they got a couple people got together and looked up My Little Pony porn on their phone.
That was Matthew McCombs.
Mm-hmm.
It was like no,
Oh, yeah.
they ended up being like a big group of people just laughing out. I'm like,
Oh, I was part of that. Me and Nick. It wasn't that. It was like fan fiction, like really funny fan fiction.
oh my God.
And
Sam told
me,
it was-
me, Nate, Sam. Okay, it was erotic fan fiction. But me, Nate, and like a bunch of other people got together. We just here listening
Did
to
he,
it. and
did he
just
say?
dying
Did he
laughing.
say ironic or
erotic?
Erotic.
Fan fiction.
Erotic. Awesome.
Except it was like voiced. So it's really.
It's an audiobook. You listen to a fan fiction audiobook.
Yeah, there's some
Oh my
like
God.
nasally guy who's just like.
No, will you get me one?
Like, I have one too.
It was
Why do
actually
you have
hilarious.
gloves in your back pocket?
Yo, can I get a
Thanks,
pip?
Owen.
Why are you looking so thick?
And so I think football was actually the first time we ever hung out, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I think I went to my first game with you guys in the end of freshman year. I went in one game, and then sophomore year I went to all of them. We started going to all of them
The third region.
because we started
Yeah,
we
man.
started painting our faces. And
Yeah,
We start painting our faces this year.
Mm-mm.
That was
we
this
did junior year too.
No.
I thought it was sophomore year. Because yeah,
Obviously, that's conflicting.
No, maybe we did start a little bit last year, but not like. Yeah, it was definitely last year.
Yeah, I think
was it? Oh
yeah.
yeah,
But not
yeah.
sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
we started going to football games, and that's how we kind of headed off. And then
Such
officially,
absolute studs.
officially became like the boys that are the boys today. Oh no!
Trademark.
No,
Thank you.
No. Not the football games. Movies.
Ooh,
We-
yeah.
Yeah. We would go to every Marvel movie that came out.
That was it. That was totally it.
Yeah, definitely movies.
I forgot
Because
about
we
those.
couldn't all drive. So we would walk up. The
Yeah.
first time we went to a movie
my
together, we
God.
walked uptown.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
There was also when we first started hanging out, we all hung out on Halloween.
Yeah, we had our first Halloween together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
God, we had Archer there for a bit.
Yep. We met. You were at your girlfriend at the house at the time.
Yeah,
Or someone's house at the time.
Justice.
Was I?
That was
That was last year.
That was a Scream Mask year. No, it wasn't. Never mind.
No, it wasn't. Scream
Where
Mask
were you?
was sophomore. I think I walked around with you guys for a little bit.
No.
You're doing something else.
No, I totally did.
Because I have the Scream Mask video and you weren't in it.
Because I remember.
Because we had to meet you somewhere.
Yeah.
It feels like you came later in the day or something like that, maybe. I'm not sure.
I know freshman year
Oh,
I
wait
pretty
a
much
minute.
walked around alone.
There was Scream Mask year was sophomore year, wasn't it? Because
Yeah.
there was also the Anonymous Mask year.
Oh, Anonymous was the first year. Anonymous was first.
Anonymous
Scream was
was-
second.
Anonymous was freshman.
Because he was redneck
No,
on
sophomore.
Anonymous
We
year.
did not do one freshman year.
No.
We did it sophomore year.
Oh yeah.
Sophomore year, we did Anonymous. We saw Archer. We saw Hunter. Other Hunter, not you. You weren't there yet.
Cringe.
Yeah.
You weren't part of the group yet.
Cool.
Um,
Holden.
And we
You redneck, man.
we went uptown
Yeah.
and hung out for a little bit. And then we went to other Noah's house party thing
No shock.
for a little bit.
Stud.
And then
Were
I
you-
went home after that a little bit, and y'all kept going for a little bit.
Were
I
you-
was totally there for a little bit.
Were you?
I remember.
Were you Jack the Ripper last year or the year before?
Jack Reacher, thank you. My
Jack
fucking
Ripper.
asshole. That was
Jack is-
last year.
Jack is historically or notoriously famous for coming up with Halloween costumes that are mistaken for something else that they are not intended to be.
Look, man, Redneck was fucking funny. Mom thought I was gonna get beat up for it for some reason.
I thought
but
it was hilarious.
funny. I just painted my neck red.
I don't think you were in any danger of being beat up.
I know. That's why I told Mom. But for some reason, she was like,
Accurate recreation of those events.
"Thank you." So, what,
So,
last
movies.
year's Halloween?
It was movies.
Yeah.
It was definitely movies before Halloween.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
The
Um,
first movie I saw with the boys, it wasn't even all the boys. It was me, Sam, and Dakota, I think. And we wanted to see a Marvel movie, but it stopped showing the day before, and we ended up seeing one of those touchy-feely movies. We ended up
One
seeing
day.
one. Yeah, we ended up
there
seeing.
was four people. It was me, Sam, and
Four people.
You and somebody else.
Yes, someone
You
else
and
was
someone
there.
Else passed out.
No,
Was it Cyrell?
I said away. Cyrell. It was
Yeah,
Cyrell.
it
He
must
fell
have been
asleep.
Cyrell.
I watched the whole movie.
I swear somebody else fell.
You fell asleep.
I didn't fall asleep.
Was it Sam? I feel like I remember a story about Sam falling asleep.
It might have been Sam.
You always fall asleep during stuff.
Yeah, but I didn't fall. I don't fall asleep during the movies.
Okay. Well, we ended up seeing. We got there and we were like, "Oh, we're just gonna stick it out and watch it." So we ended up watching Wonder all the way through.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh
I wasn't
my
happy
God.
about that.
Is that movie about the kid with the messed up face?
Oh
and he
my
wears an actual
god,
helmet?
dude! I
It's
remember
like-
that
it's
when
like-
Palpatine showed up in that movie. I was so confused
It's
already.
it's like we bought a zoo, but with the kid with the messed up face.
But mostly we bought a
Jesus Christ, dude!
His face is the zoo.
Oh my god!
That's so.
And
Man,
so
I remember having to watch. I mean, not watch, but read the book in.
I heard about
seventh grade.
I don't read.
I used to walk Sam home after school.
Yeah, I sometimes walked with you guys.
My dad wouldn't get there to pick me up until like 30 minutes after school got out. And so I didn't have anything to do. So me and Sam would always talk after school. So I just walked, we would have walked and talked the whole time. And then I'd walk back. And then by the time I got back, my dad would be there. So I think that's actually how I got to be really good close with Sam. Let's do that.
Tell you.
And then movies started happening. And we used to catch every single Mario movie on opening night. Like very first day it came out, we'd see it.
7:00 showing.
Yeah. Very first time it came out, we would see it. And well, I think originally it was the 4:00 showing.
Yeah.
It was right after school. We would walk in
Yeah.
and see it. So we wouldn't see it opening night. We'd see it the very first day that it was fully out. Yeah.
That's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. and I think that's how the boys technically started. And there's 7 seats in the center row of the
movie theater, so that's the cap.
And so we had 6, and we had to get one more to fill out the row, a complete row.
Now we're capped.
And now we're stopped at 7.
Yep.
That's the maximum number.
Except Endgame was a little bit of contention.
Endgame was so Endgame. We had to see Endgame on opening night, and so a month in advance, I bought tickets to the nicest theater in the area.
Yeah.
The Regal Theater in the area.
Some sick fucking theater too.
Regal.
Like, what was it?
What?
What kind of a movie was it? It was
Regal Premium Experience, RPX.
Yeah.
So Regal owns several different theaters across the country. I bought tickets a month in advance. We drive up to Asheville, which is about an hour away. We go up there. Jack and Hunter show up a little bit later than the rest of us. They show up right at the show.
Jack, Hunter, and Zach.
Yeah. No, he was with us.
No, Zach rode with us.
I have a
No,
Blake.
Blake.
Yeah,
Oh
Blake.
my god! We had to go and wake up
Damn it,
Blake
dude.
because he was taking a nap.
I remember thinking Blake was dead, like in the ditch somewhere.
Because I don't
No,
remember him riding with us.
I got Zach. I
Did
know
we
that.
take 2? Did we get 3 vehicles up there?
We took 2.
Okay. Well, anyways, got up there. He did ride with us. I remember him now. Yeah. Got up there right at showing time. So we're like super rushing in. Get up there, show them our tickets, the printed paper. They scan it, doesn't work. Show them the email, scan it, doesn't work. Give them the confirmation order code, doesn't work. We go to the help desk. At this point, it's already 10 minutes into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
We're missing the start, but we're still like, we got to see this movie. We have to see this movie. Excuse me. Get up there, give them the order code. They're like, dude, this is a ticket. These are tickets for the Regal in Nashville, Tennessee.
Was it Nashville or was it Knoxville?
Knoxville.
Yeah, it was Knoxville,
Oh my god.
And so we had the entire back row of the Regal Premium Experience Theater in Nashville booked, or Knoxville booked,
And no one showed
and
up.
no one showed up. And so, anyways, we get up there, we drive back to Brevard.
This is when I had Zach in the car because I had Zach, Blake, and Hunter, and we started blasting Minecraft parody music out the windows.
I think what did we do?
We went to.
You, me, and Sam on the ride back. We made fun of y'all a lot. I think we called you guys.
No,
we were on the phone with Blake at one point.
I said
making fun
something
of
dumb.
Sam and Cyrell because they wouldn't stop arguing with each other.
Yeah, so Cyrell has this thing about seeing movies in the best, like he has to see a movie in like the best possible theater. So he wants us to drive like another hour back to Hendersonville to see the Epic whenever it's not going to show. Or like,
Epic.
We'll be late. It started like 30 minutes from that, and it's an hour drive, or a little bit less than an hour. But so he wants us to do that, and Sam was arguing with him about we can see that Brevard is no big deal. We get back to Brevard and get basically the last 7 tickets they had.
Yeah.
Almost. They closed up like almost right after we get back
we
in.
were all scattered.
Ends up being like 4 of us on the left side. It was you, me, Sam.
I think, was it you and I that like there was some asshole couple in the middle 2 seats of the 4, and I remember they were like having a moment, like had his
I was
arm
right
around
behind
her,
you. We were
and I tapped. I was like, I'm gonna squeeze through to the other side. He didn't say anything. He was just
It was right in front of us. You sat right in front of us.
yeah. Like sat up, and then I remember like halfway through the movie, I put my popcorn down, and Sam's like right behind me.
Uh-huh.
I see a hand, like just go scoop out my popcorn, like you son of a bitch. Like
Me and
Shit.
Sam sat behind you guys.
Yeah.
I was with you and Sam.
Yeah, it was you,
Because
me, and
were like-
Sam,
you were like
and you and
cracking
Hunter.
up while I did
Oh,
that.
wait a minute. So
I
all
remember.
the boys were pretty much together except Cyrell. He got stuck right
Cyrell,
next to the
Hunter,
door.
and Zach.
Zach
all got
Zach
separated
was fucking something.
and lost. Yeah. Did you sit with us or did you sit by yourself
I'm
somewhere?
pretty sure me and
yeah,
I think I was like either right.
I think you
To
were on
the
the
left of
you
the
were on the
couple?
other side of you were on the aisle side of the couple.
The couple.
I was on-
We boxed him in. Hunter and I were holding hands
So there-
from
there-
behind him.
Yeah. There's 5 seats to a row, and me and Sam and Dakota are sitting.
And there were 4.
So how did it fit you? Oh yeah, 4.
There were a couple.
So
2. They took the middle 2 seats like a bunch of fucking scumbags.
so
Thinking they could get
So
a
it was-
moment.
assholes.
it was me, Sam, and Dakota, and like a granny sitting next to us on the left.
Yeah.
And then Hunter in front of Dakota, a couple in front of me and Sam, and Jack on the end. And then we have no idea.
Yeah, and there was a couple of younger girls behind us when Iron Man died. They started crying.
Spoiler.
alert!
I love all of you.
It's been a year.
Everybody knows now.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Spoiler.
And then we have
I
no
was-
idea what happened to Zach and Cyrell. during that
Zach and
movie.
Cyrell
No,
disappeared
Cyrell-
to the other side
They
of the
didn't.
theater.
They did not sit together either. I don't
So
think.
No,
he sat
not at
with
all.
his uncle.
His uncle was there.
Yeah, his uncle was there, and he sat up next to his uncle because I remember him complaining. He got stuck next to the door, and every
Uh-huh.
time the door opened, he would get stuck.
I remember freaking out over popcorn. Did I
Oh,
finally
yeah.
get
Oh my God.
You freaked out the entire night. You had-
I was like, I need my popcorn, man.
I don't even care about the movie. I just want my popcorn.
Yeah. I remember
You freaked out the
cracking
whole night.
jokes. Noah felt real bad about booking the
I
wrong
did,
theater,
yeah.
and I was like, dude, let's just drive to Knoxville right now. We can make it in 10 minutes.
I
Like,
really
come on.
So I was like, if we start walking now, we could probably get there by daybreak.
Well, we
Yeah.
would gain an hour, but even then, we would lose. We would be like 16 minutes late or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah. So we would have been a little bit late.
Isn't that where we got the comic books?
Yeah. The guy was handed out free comic books.
That's
That's where I
right,
got
yeah.
that.
That's right. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got free comics from the. Even though we did not see the movie there, we got the free comics
Pretty
from the
sick,
book.
yeah.
From the stand, which was nice.
Stonks.
Yeah.
Making profit.
Stonks.
And the only ones we missed the new Spider-Man movie. Just as a group.
Yeah, I don't
Not-
think we saw that.
Oh, yeah,
I
we
think
didn't
we
see
saw
it
it all
all
individually,
together.
but
Oh, and
Yeah.
and the Star Wars.
we haven't
last
seen
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars. Yeah.
and the Joker we didn't all see together.
Yeah.
Nope.
Those are the most recent ones. Stuff has happened and like we don't see each other much as we used to, but
We still
A
love
couple
each
of
Yeah.
some of us still see each other a good bit.
Yeah.
but
Some of us still are keeping the lights on.
I think
Yeah.
about
Not to mention
two-
any names.
I think about two people or
Two people I never see ever.
yeah.
Two people who've just gone off the radar.
I see one of those people walking in with M every day, and his goddamn checkered pajama pants.
We're pajamas at school now.
Yeah, have you not seen his checkered pajama pants?
I have not seen them either.
They're something else.
Are they black and white?
Yeah, total,
Interesting.
total
They're actually
stud.
shoes.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Oh, that's
Then I see the other bitch in the hallway.
Yeah,
I remember one time he passed me and he was like, "Look at that stupid bitch." I didn't have time to say anything to him.
Like he can comment on that.
This is Sam and Blake, by the way. The first guy was Sam, second guy was Blake.
one with the stupid pajama pants. That's Sam.
Love it, Sam.
You see them in
Watch
public,
this.
tell them they suck.
Spit on them. Knock their feet out from underneath them.
Come
and
to
kick them.
fucking hang out with us every once in a while.
Yeah. Fucking cunts.
Son of a bitch.
Last time it happened was like late December. Or was
God,
it like
man.
the day after? Or was it like New Year's?
Would have been
It was late
whenever we
December,
had-
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
Blake
probably-
with us not too long ago.
It was probably but not
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever that fucking picture was taken is when
Everyone was.
It was during
Last
that
time
was
everyone
the
was together.
third Saturday in January.
Was Dakota there?
No.
Oh,
December.
I'm just the creep
Yeah,
in
yeah.
between Sam and
Yeah.
Cyrell.
in this
There's
photo,
Dakota's
Dakota's
the
just
hell?
sort of hanging out behind everyone.
Yeah.
I totally
that was when we played D&D.
Yeah.
This is today was our second family dinner at
My house.
at Jack's house. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
No,
just
this is
second.
second.
Shut the fuck
I mean,
up.
we've ate here before. we have ate here before, but
Yeah.
this is the second actual family.
Yeah,
dinner
because
we had.
the first one, Blake hadn't texted me all day. Like I asked him like at least twice if he was coming, and then
and it was very much an
And then-
group chat, and
and
Noah-
then
he didn't
you.
come
I
down.
thought Noah and Dakota had pulled up, but they pulled up in the grass area for some reason, even though there was plenty of room in the fucking driveway. So I come out, I'm like, you could have just parked in the driveway like normal people. and then I hear a voice like, "Oh yeah, you right, my bad." I was like, "That's not Noah." I was like, "Who the fuck just parked in my driveway?" And then I see Harper walk up, and I was like, "That's not Dakota." I'm like, "There's no fucking way, unless Dakota had a midlife crisis, changed his hair and his style, and shrunk like a foot." And I see Blake rock up, kind of blank in the face, glasses kind of sideways. I was like,
Was it his glasses broken?
I was like,
Yeah.
you weren't gonna text me? He was like, yeah, my phone was dead. I was like, Blake, how long has your phone been
How did
dead?
he know it was happening if his phone was dead?
Yeah, I think we talked about it, and then his phone died.
Okay.
But it must have been dead like all day. How do you not?
Well, they have like a convent or a compound going over there.
Yeah, it worked. It worked out well.
Yeah.
Because we had enough food, but this time I went all out. I got some plastic roses. I got a pink tablecloth, and I got boxes to use as makeshift placemats, and we got to decorate them.
We got to design our own placemats today.
It's pretty fun.
And we got to wear fake mustaches.
Gotta say, yeah.
Fake mustaches and designed our own placemats, which is
Oh, yeah.
very great team building
fucking
activity.
So good placement. Don't personalize.
All right, let's
Oh,
not
yeah.
make this a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll stop. We'll stop
Let's not
sitting
make
on
this a
them
hate
now because
train.
we love them.
Yeah, we just like
We love them.
We're kids.
We just miss them.
If you're hearing this, please come back. Please.
Are we gonna keep up that line any longer? And that we still love them?
I'm going to stop saying that at this point. Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
You should go ahead and drop it at some point or
Could
something.
have shot Blake 7 months ago and been fine. Nothing happened 7 months ago. That's just the first thing that came into mind. That was a joke. It was a bit. We still love them.
Why this just popped
Wink.
up in my head? But I got a question for you, Hunter. What was the original name of when you started first playing D&D with us? What was your character's name?
Buddy, you retard.
Oh yeah, off of the Reddit. Was it a Reddit?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
subreddit. Okay,
What a-
buddy, retard.
What a fucking mean.
At this
genius.
point, we've had like 4 different D&D campaigns.
Yeah,
With varying characters.
Yeah.
Right now, I've got one going.
I've only been there for 2 of them.
It's the only time we played 2 sessions. Oh, campaigns, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started playing D&D at Blake's house a couple times after school, and
I was grounded. I'm not gonna talk about that.
I remember that one.
Shut the fuck up.
I had all the stuff I had like all the starter kits and stuff, and ended up like talking to them about it at lunch, and they were super interested, and so we ended up making like a D&D group and getting together to play a couple games.
Oh God, that did not feel right.
And then
Dakota and I just had a moment.
I think it got
Continue.
molested.
No, he didn't. He's fine.
I can.
I tell you not to talk.
I have a tendency to be able to chill a lot more than Sam can. So like I can much more easily just have a day where I just relax and stuff. Thank you. And,
he had a fuzzy on his neck. He picked it off.
So like we did D&D, but I have to be, since I'm the dungeon master, I have to be in like the right mood to do D&D.
We just ended up laying on Blake.
And so yeah, I also love laying on people's floors. It makes me so happy.
That's so comfy.
And so
Something about that floor is
if
just.
you do it with
hitting
friends,
right.
you all end up laughing
Yeah.
and having a good time. So a lot
And
of
then someone poured something in your eyes. I forget what it was.
Oh, in Dakota's eye?
I guess it was me and Dakota.
Yeah.
Remember having it in my eye.
I remember when
Oh,
we
yeah, it was
started
you
getting
then.
walked on by the dog.
Yeah, this was not the. This was the first time I was. No, this must have been like second time. I was
We ended
there
up
for
just hanging
D&D.
out a lot and not playing D&D sometimes. We would just
Yeah,
hang out. Ended up having video game tournaments.
some of them snorted Smarties, but
That's right.
yeah, that day was fucked.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we ended up just laying on the floor, and we also we've had video game tournaments over there. We had a Halo tournament.
Oh my! I
We
suck.
had a
I
jump.
suck fat dick at Halo.
We had a jump tournament.
A jump
The game where you run.
Speedrunners.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
speedrunners.
Speedrunners tournament. I was on and off at Speedrunners, but I think I kicked ass at the end.
We also had the.
But Blake
Food-
just Blake practiced like a motherfucker.
Yeah, we also had the
one where we just sat
Air
there
hockey
listening.
tournament.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey, King right here, boy.
Yeah, Dakota won the air hockey tournament.
God, I remember.
Blake won the Halo tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and those speedrunners.
and speedrunners. But that's just because we're on ed spots.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Yeah. And you alright, Hunter?
Yeah. I was kind of zoned out for a
Yeah,
second.
he was on that a little bit. And like we've just been a lot like the places where we hang out has definitely shifted a lot
Yeah.
based on like
What's happening?
yeah, it was Blake's that
Depends
For a
on
long
what
time.
we want to do.
Blake's was just
Yeah.
like Blake's was very very much the hub for a while because we would go there before football games and just hang out and crash,
Paint the
and
faces.
we were-
paint our faces there.
Ditch. All right. Well, there's a story. We went to that little rally thing. Me and some of
yeah.
the boys, and
We just
Jack
laughed at
was
that.
Oh
supposed to
my
be one of the people
fuck, dude.
watching people,
Yeah, we slipped
and the
out.
boys just booked it and went to Blake's.
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Well, we stayed for the whole thing, but then you're supposed to go back after school, or you're supposed to go back to school after the event.
Half the people.
And we went to go
did,
get food, and then we left. And we went back to Blake's. Anyways, Blake's was like the hub for most stuff. We painted our faces there before football games. We just crashed there on some nights and played D&D, just hung out. And
Never
then
again.
during the summer, what?
I said never crashing there again.
Yeah, Dakota
Could have had a bad experience.
issues.
During the summer, Sam's kind of became a little bit of a hangout for some of us. We didn't, because he has a pool, so
Yeah.
we were over there a little bit.
He's
Yeah.
the summer hangout spot.
Yeah, it's pretty good to hang out over there in the summer. And then Jack's kind of became the. We played D&D at Jack's one night, and we were like, "Let's never go." Blake wasn't even here, and we were like, "Let's never go back to Blake's again." And then just recently, we went to Hunter's, and Jack wasn't there to begin with for his birthday. We're like,
We were,
let's never go back to Jack's again. So Hunter's definitely got the sweetest. Yeah, but Jack's got like a whole floor to himself, which is it's very nice.
Hunter's is a good place for like movies and shit.
Oh, it's a great
yeah.
home theater. Yeah,
And I feel like I have a better like
this is better for its casual hangout.
board game space. Yeah.
It's very very
I reckon.
cozy and nice.
I own the most gamer gear.
True.
I really should go to because like doesn't Blake have like an Xbox and a PS4?
No.
Really?
He did.
Blake used to have both, but he got rid of PS4 for whatever reason.
Oh,
And then he got rid of his AirPods.
He got rid of an old Xbox because he got
Oh.
like an Xbox Slim because he's
Xbox is now at IMS.
I thought you had it.
He gave me the one that Jack. He gave Jack.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, his AirPods.
I never
He got,
fucking
an
used
Xbox,
it.
but it's now over at IMS.
Okay.
From what I last saw.
Okay.
right on.
Yeah.
I'm never on that Xbox. So I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think we're getting close to the end of time. I think is an hour is a good goal for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Maybe
reckon.
talk about what we want to do with the podcast. Explain a little bit about maybe our humor a little bit.
Yeah,
What to expect.
you probably already like
picked up on it.
know what's good, but like any kind of offensive thing that we say is a joke and purely a joke. Like
We're not very.
Probably should open the podcast.
get off my we probably should have opened with that, but like get off my ass, okay? Like
But we have a black guy in the group, so we're completely covered.
yeah, we're fine.
He's Blasian, so we're completely covered.
Exactly,
Yeah,
except for like
Mike used to be gay, so-
except for like Mexicans. So
We're totally qualified,
yeah,
Don't count.
except for Hispanic peoples. But yeah,
Yeah, they don't
like
count.
that. That's an example of a joke when Noah just said that Mexicans don't count. Noah Cole said that Mexicans don't count. I just want to make sure that's clear. That was a joke.
If the FBI agents that live in our phone can deal with it, then surely you can too.
Yeah, they've dealt with a lot of shit.
Good old
man.
Terry looking
Yeah.
monitoring my FBI account.
your FBI.
The main man, Harold.
Dude, what's your username at
Pulling
FBI.com?
Offensive racist.
possible target.
Possum Slayer.
Actual threat.
Possum Slayer. What? You want to talk
Without the O.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because possum is spelled with an
I
O.
know it is, but like
If you take the O off of possum, does it change the way it sounds?
I don't think so.
Because
Because the O's silent. The O's silent. So why does it matter?
Why is it there then?
I don't know.
Wait,
about-
which O? Are you talking about the? Are you
The one at the beginning. The one at the beginning.
No, wait a minute.
Open some. Open some.
I thought you were talking about the other.
Same thing with like.
No, it doesn't.
Same thing with like gnat. If you take away the G, does it
Pterodactyl?
change? Yeah, pterodactyl. If you take away the
Which
P,
O and
does it still
possum?
sound like pterodactyl?
It's spelled opossum.
Pterodactyl.
I didn't know it was spelled opossum.
I thought you were talking about.
There's an
I
O. At,
just put up possum and it's just that.
there's an O at the beginning.
Yeah, there's an O. Wait, what?
Yeah.
There's a search
Starts with
result
the
without the O in the
opossum.
beginning.
That's what.
I
It
think
says opossum in the next result. Like
I think
I
it
thought
can.
that-
I think it can be spelled either way.
I
But
don't think it can.
does it make sense? No.
If
Just
you take
like how
the Q
you-
out of mosquito, does it still sound like mosquito?
Yeah, and what's the difference between gray spelled with an A and gray spelled with an E?
Isn't that like a word that we gave? It's like, why does this have? It's like because certain words are different in the UK than they are in the United States.
I don't think
And
that's
so
one of them.
one of
I
the
don't really
words
think
has
so.
like two L's, and in the UK and one L in the United States, and it's like because we gave you the L in the,
In the
American
Revolutionary
Revolution.
War.
Yeah.
Get fucking smacked.
It's like color and color. COLOUR and COLOR.
Yeah.
I don't know which one we use and which one they use, but I don't.
How do you not know?
Which one do we use?
OLOR.
I don't think that's accurate.
Yeah. Why would it not be?
Why do we not use the U version? I have definitely used both in my life.
Galore.
Bro,
That's in Spanish.
the UK uses the U version.
That means hot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just pronouncing how it's
What are we
spelled.
talking about?
Color spelled in the UK is COLOUR.
I don't know. I've seen that spelled somewhere, some places in the U.S.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
Probably on like
Yeah, yeah.
British products.
No, I've definitely used it.
Yeah.
I've just seen it or.
Look, kinda-
Yeah,
I
that's the
fucking-
American version. Dakota knows what the American version is, definitely.
Yeah.
He's the most American.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Fist bump. Yeah.
Dirt bicyclists. Dirt bicyclists.
So,
Is that going to be like the condiment conjurer?
Dirt bicyclist.
For anybody that doesn't know the condiment conjurer,
You want to try that again?
shut up.
Just roll with it.
Anyways, Noah here is our grill master, so
The god himself.
Yep.
we tailgate at all. This year, we started tailgating at all the football games.
Totally worth it.
let's be honest.
It was an awesome experience to be able
let's
to
be
prepare.
honest. Noah's the father of the grill.
I have to plan everything. I don't know if I'm the. Yeah, I don't know. Me
He's
and
the-
Jack are usually the dad figures, but
Plan man.
Yeah, I mean,
Who am I? Am I like the small child?
you're like
you're
like
the older brother,
the
the
sometimes
controlling older brother.
you're the
What do you mean controlling?
you're the like sometimes autistic older brother. So like sometimes you're grown up and like proper, and then like sometimes you have spaz attacks and seizures on the floor.
You're not,
That was a joke.
I don't even.
Yeah,
No, it
we-
wasn't a joke.
we don't
like,
actually hate
see
retards.
sometimes.
You can say that all you want.
Sometimes I have like a strokes.
Know what I am, so keep me out.
What?
Why do you get to self-label yourself?
He says he doesn't know what he is. So
You
Oh.
don't know what you
Keep
are.
me out.
You are.
No, you got to be in. You're part of the group.
Yeah.
All right.
What
So
do you mean?
okay, what am I?
Do not
the
talk
little
about it.
sister.
You're like the uncle that like we
Says,
think
like,
we know is there, but like
No one knows who you're related to or how you're
Yeah.
related to the family.
Yeah, you just sort of show up to all the gatherings. Like Thanksgiving, you just go. And then you try
Everyone
to, like,
knows your
talk to
name,
everyone.
but like nobody knows how you're related, how you're a part of the family.
Yeah, and then you.
We
Try
all
to,
know
like,
that
talk
you're,
to
like-
everyone.
kind of cool, but you also like kind of scare us.
Yeah, you try to make small talk with like the other family members. They're just like, yeah,
They're like,
cool.
You're- who are you?
I don't know. You saying that just reminds me of like the person that's awkwardly at the funeral that nobody knows.
Yeah.
And it brings up a question: How
The
would
uncle.
you guys want your funeral celebrated?
That's a big question to be asking at the very end of the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, right.
Let's save it for. Let's save it for-
I'm
Right
ready
now.
to keep going
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Hunter, you got an idea?
What was the question?
How would you want your funeral to be celebrated?
Are you a burial guy or are you a burn your ashes kind of guy?
I'm a burial guy. I gotta say.
Burn your ashes.
I mean, burn your body.
Really make sure I'm in there.
I want you to cremate me.
Burn me
twice.
Just so I can feel something.
I want to do like a little bit of a. I want to be sort of like a trendsetter. I want to switch like the color of a funeral from black to white. I want it to look like
Same.
a wedding. I want my funeral to look like a wedding. White
have-
casket, white suits.
That's
you know
cool.
What I mean?
That's kind of cool.
I have quite the idea.
Yeah, it's a
But I
celebration
kind of
of
want to
life
save
rather
mine.
than
Know
death.
what you got?
You don't want to say it?
I want to save it.
Save it to the end?
Yeah.
I would obviously like to have a Viking funeral pyre. Funeral.
That's a guy right there.
So I'd like to take my body up to the top of one of the waterfalls in Transylvania County, put it on a boat, and have a team of Scandinavian archers, actual homegrown Scandinavian archers, shoot flaming arrows at my body and see if they can catch it on fire. If they don't, it'll be a fun ride down. If they do, it'll look even cooler. If not, I'm definitely a burial guy. I think I'd like to be buried,
Dakota.
but on the moon probably. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
if we get,
hell yeah.
we'll probably be able to get there
Probably so. We could probably
by
bury
the
it on
time
the
we
moon.
die.
Wouldn't it be cool
Yeah.
if we were the first people buried on the moon?
An elevator to the moon.
I wonder if we can call dibs. Dibs on me, the first person buried on the moon.
Dude, that made my funeral even wider.
Bro, you're so Dakota. What you got?
Honestly, there's three things I would like. The one Noah said with the Viking funeral,
Oh.
or
But he's serious about it though.
Yeah.
or I'd rather be cremated or buried. I don't really care which. But
You would
I don't
never
want
have
people
either.
sad at my funeral. Like, I want them to
You see the
send me off in
little, you
kind
see
of
the
a
little
party
bump
way.
on that his hair is making on the top of his head.
You're just gonna be old.
Barbecue off my casket.
No,
I
just
want you
like-
to be happy.
You're just gonna be old.
Eat my body.
There's only one real request I have, and that's one of my favorite songs by my favorite singer. It's called "Say Hello to Heaven,"
Ooh.
and I want it played at my funeral. That's the only request I have.
I think we can make that work.
I don't know that's how it goes, is it?
What's wrong? I
All
know
right,
I
Jack,
want
do you have
a
a
funeral.
funeral?
I really don't want my funeral to be all that sad. I want my funeral to be like what I think I am, which is fun and kind of like
Feel that.
happy-go-lucky. So pretty much, I
Water
want.
balloon party.
I'm like a burial guy. I think, not actually. I think I'd be cremated. But for this the purposes of this, I want an open casket, and then I want there to be like a recession after the funeral service, where they don't bury me then, but I'm at like what I'm gonna call the after party, and then you crowd surf me across across the room.
That'd be epic. I'd show up for that.
And then,
Hell
like,
yeah.
obviously, you have to dance with me and get me drunk. And then I guess you can bury me if you feel like it. But like,
If not,
I'm down
leave
to-
me wasted in the alley.
I'm down to party,
We're just gonna make him chug.
Can we
Yeah,
dress you
dude.
up?
of course.
Just put sunglasses, crappy sunglasses on you, and
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna dress him up as a clown. I'm sorry, but
It's like one of those movies where like you have to act like the dead guy is totally alive.
Yeah.
Pretty much that.
We should do a challenge with someone. Whoever dies first, we should do a challenge where we have to transport them across the United States without getting caught.
Oh yeah.
We take their dead body and see if we can get through customs with their body.
Oh
Speaking
my
of
god, we'd have to make
burial-
like a contract and everything.
Speaking of burial, I saw a sign
to make sure
or like
we
a
don't
banner
get-
today.
Fuck.
I felt so threatened by it. I mean, when you read it and you actually think about it, it makes sense. But those little signs where it's like call 811 before you dig. I saw like a
Yeah.
banner of that today, except right above it, there was 3D modeled guy with like a little hard hat on, looking real sinister, and said, "Protect the ones you love. Call 811 before you dig." It's like. If you don't call 811 before you dig, they're gonna
Get the dead
hold
body in your
family
backyard.
at gunpoint.
Oh god.
I actually reacted. I was getting
I
afraid.
think I need to call 811 before I dig. Dang. I'm digging the song. No, wait.
Fuck. What's love? That's
Jesus.
scary, dude.
What if you actually had to call 811 every time before you even like said the word dig?
Dude, what's your
Big
family?
Clyde 1-1.
What's your entire like family?
Guys, I gotta go.
So I think that's a pretty good wrapping it up point. We didn't really talk about what we like future plans, but
No,
we got a lot of different episode ideas
that's boring.
that we want to
Yeah.
talk. That we want to talk about at some point.
Dakota and I
Um,
came up with some
yeah,
wild,
they're really
crazy
good.
shit
Yeah.
here. That's not the right page.
And
Shut up.
hopefully we're gonna do a boys trip.
We can
and-
make out again, Dakota.
All right.
and, we got like a trip
That
coming
wasn't a
up.
joke.
We got a trip coming up in spring break, and some more stuff, more hanging out.
Yeah,
stuff
man.
like that. Might do like
Yeah.
some game nights and stuff as well.
Hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
At BHS Boys on Instagram.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yep. I think it's Boys BHS.
it is. It's Boys BHS.
Yeah. At Boys
At
BHS.
Boys
on
BHS,
Instagram.
yeah, at Boys BHS on Instagram.
At Beat Up Garden Hose. At
Jack
Jack
Brewer
Brewer
403.
at
FC
Hey, you don't
Noah.
remember?
Underscore CF.
Yeah.
FC underscore Noah underscore CF.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue.
It's at Dakota. I think it's at Dakota B. Let me check.
Yeah.
One
I run a
second.
meme page.
Sam's is like 30 fucking underscores.
At FC underscore Noah underscore CF. At beat underscore up underscore garden underscore hose. At Dakota underscore Barton.
Why do we have to emphasize
at Foster period Durand. What's
why is Durand in
I have no idea. At Jack Brewer 403. At SCoin223.
Wait,
And
no, that's definitely not it. His thing used to have like 30 fucking
I think it did. It doesn't even.
underscores.
And at Guy Dude Blake. All one word. And
Yep.
then at Boys BHS. Follow us
Yeah.
on Instagram. And all of our stuff is linked on Boys BHS. If you
Yeah.
wanna.
I run a meme page. None of the memes I post are mine. Just thought I'd get that out there. I'm not one of those joke stealers.
Just gotta say that we're pretty fucking cool. So
We're cool. We're cool guys.
Yeah.
I got the cool guy badge.
Thanks
I put
for
on daily.
tuning into the first episode of Saturdays Are for the Boys.
Yeah,
Yep.
hopefully,
Yeah, thanks.
hopefully we'll do this again because I think this went pretty well.
I did-
Yeah, it did good.
It's not as awkward as I thought it was going to be.
No.
So,
It went really well.
hell
Yo,
yeah.
I
Maybe,
think-
maybe next time, Cyrell will guest star.
Yeah.
Maybe the rest of the boys will
Cyrell
guest star.
will probably like actually
Yeah.
be a normal part of the
he-
podcast.
yeah.
He, just,
And you know what?
he got sideswiped today.
Yeah.
We already mentioned.
And as soon as we
He has
stop
legal
recording,
issues.
he's gonna knock
He's probably
on the
going to
door.
walk.
Yeah.
walk
Yeah, he's
in.
gonna walk right through the door when we start.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah.
Got some KFC on the way. Oh my